We are giving a case update on my personal case that I filed in Macomb County for my CPL exemption denial. That's what we're talking about here today. If you like these case updates and our other informational posts that we make, head on over to our website, radzwionlaw.com, and as soon as the homepage loads, our Never Miss Another Post box will pop up. If you enter your email address here and click the I want to receive updates box, then the subscribe box, you will have a link sent to your email inbox every time that we do a case update or another post. This is the most sure and effective way to see our content, and some of which may be exclusive content, rather than looking for it on our social media or waiting for that social media notification to come through. Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Radzwion IV, your trusted attorney with Radzwion Law PLLC, and we're looking at my personal case today for our case update, and it didn't go as well as we wanted it to. And just the real quick and dirty answer is that the judge denied our appeal, our suit. The circuit court judge, essentially the gist of it is that he does not believe that an attorney is an officer of the court. He doesn't believe that an attorney is a court officer by statute, or by case law, really. He pretty much disagreed with the concept that attorneys should be able to carry guns in court or in schools or anything else, because the rationale and the sense that I was getting from him was that he thought that by an attorney carrying a gun either in court or at school or wherever in the concealed carry free zones, that means that attorney is responsible to also provide security for that entire building. I'll pause there and let that sink in. The judge thinks that if you are carrying a gun, that if an attorney was carrying a gun in the court or in a school, that they are responsible for providing security. There's a little bit of a disconnect there. We weren't even really able to get into any of the arguments that we wanted to because the judge wouldn't let us. So we are now being faced with a decision to file an appeal in the state court level to appeal this decision and move forward with it, and that's going to take time, and it's going to cost some money. And we have to make that decision if we think that filing it at this time with the current judges will be advantageous for the pro-gun and pro-Second Amendment community, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to file this appeal and then have the court rule against us and set bad precedent. That's the balance that we have to now decide as to what we think the judges will do. If we think that they're pro-Second Amendment, then we might end up filing, and if they're not, then we might have to hold off. We might have to attempt this again at a later time. So that is the case update for today. It's not very good news. It didn't go the way that we wanted it to, and the appeal to the state level appeals court judge or judges would be for an abuse of discretion. That when we requested in front of the judge to make a record, to argue our points for the appellate court to hear, for the Court of Appeals to hear, the judge said no. He allowed us to speak very briefly, and he ruled very quickly on the matter. He already had his mind made up. And I even asked him a question that it kind of, I don't think he knew exactly how to answer it, but I asked him, after I heard him belaboring the point about security, I asked him this question. I said, Your Honor, do you mean to tell me that the only task that your court officer does in your courtroom is provide security. Is that the only thing he does? And the judge said, well, that's his main function. Okay. The point I was trying to make there is that the judge and everyone else in that courtroom that heard that comment knows darn well that a court officer does more, way more, than provide security in that courtroom or in that courthouse. So I think the judge, he didn't know how to answer that. If you support the Second Amendment, please hit that like button. Leave us a comment below if you think we should appeal this case and would like another case update on this topic. We have some decisions to make, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.